candidates are crisscrossing the Lone Star State to make their pitch to voters in the final days before next week's primary runoff election.
All eyes are on the Republican primary race for the U.S. Senate between incumbent Senator John Cornyn and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
One of them will take on Democratic State Representative James Tallarico in November. And KVUE's Daniel Perot went out to Dripping Springs, where Paxton hosted a campaign event today.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton came to this event in Dripping Springs, riding high on the momentum of President Donald Trump's endorsement earlier this week. He's focused on the runoff election next week, but he's also looking ahead to the general election in November.
I don't see why we would return John Cornyn for his fifth term.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is framing his campaign as a challenge to the political establishment.
Despite all the money, despite all the lies, we are going to hold you accountable, and we're going to take it back.
While speaking to supporters in Hays County, Paxton touted his experience as Attorney General and said Senator John Cornyn has been in office for too long.
Take any 2 weeks that I've been Attorney General except Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I will have accomplished more in 2 weeks, any 2 weeks, than he's accomplished in 42 years.
Paxton slamming Cornyn for working with Democrats and for comments that he's made in recent years that were critical of President Trump.
I don't believe John Cornyn is a true conservative. I believe that Ken Paxton is.
Daniel Vega says that he's looking for a fresh face to represent Texas in the U.S. Senate.
For us as Texans, and especially as constituents, we need somebody that's able to deliver on their promises, and we need somebody that's willing to shake things up in D.C.
Some Republicans worry the scandals following Paxton, like indictments, impeachments, affairs, and divorce, could make him a liability in November.
Everything we built here is at risk if Ken Paxton's the nominee and loses to James Tallarico.
His supporters don't buy it.
Every candidate has problems in the past. I'm worried about what are you doing and what are you doing for it. We forgive.
In a runoff that's reflected broader divisions within the Republican Party, Paxton's been outspent 10-1, but he's hoping runoff voters, who tend to be more conservative, will break his way.
Don't just vote. Get your family out to vote. Get your friends out to vote. We can win this with people.
Daniel Perot, KVUE News, Dripping Springs.